Hey, I'm Dr. Marisa, women's hormone expert, author, and the host of the Essentially You podcast. And today, I am super excited to dive into another powerhouse hormone. We're going to be talking about the human growth hormone today. And if you haven't checked them out, I have been doing a powerhouse hormone series the past couple of months where I go into all the fundamentals of the most important hormones inside of our body. So if you haven't, go back and check them out. Let me ask you, what comes to mind when you hear the words human growth hormone? If you're thinking that it has something to do with super muscular male athletes pumping iron and Olympian warriors, you're not alone. But that's actually sort of a myth. Now, human growth hormone can help you build and maintain muscle mass, and that's super important. But it's just a very small piece of the puzzle. Human growth hormone is responsible for all kinds of other amazing miracles, and I will get to that shortly. And not only that, but numerous studies have shown that women in perimenopause actually have more of it, anywhere between 6 to 120 times that of men in the same age bracket. That's true even if you're not in peak physical condition. So what's the deal? Human growth hormone is actually very strongly connected to estrogen levels in women's bodies. And the more estrogen you have, the more human growth hormone you have as well. I consider these two hormones build you up hormones. So when you're in perimenopause and estrogen levels are bouncing up and down, I call it the estrogen roller coaster. And sometimes estrogen can get really, really high, leading to things like estrogen dominance. Well, what will also happen is you are likely to also have an abundance of human growth hormone. But what does that even mean? Well, before we get there, let's take a look at what human growth hormone actually is. Now, human growth hormone is one of our master hormones made by the pituitary gland. Now, while you sleep, the pituitary gland releases human growth hormone in pulses throughout the night. Now, human growth hormone is a vital importance to children and adolescents because it promotes bone growth, muscle strength, lean body mass, and the distribution of body fat and abdominal fat. Now, most women produce it in abundance until around the age of 30. It's kind of similar to testosterone. We have a lot of it, and then it starts to precipitously drop. Now, levels gradually decrease by approximately 15% every 10 years in adults, and this decline in women is particularly eventful in midlife. This is when women may start to feel many of the common symptoms of a decline in growth hormone, or also considered a deficiency. And this is what we're looking for if we notice that this hormone gets too low in the body. So as women reach perimenopause and into menopause, human growth hormone, estrogen, progesterone levels, and testosterone levels can decline dramatically, as you know from my other hormone episodes. And it's no surprise. A lot of these hormones are working in tandem. So it's no surprise when we start to see the decline of one, we will see the decline of the others. Now, there are a number of common symptoms associated with low human growth hormone in women, including anxiety, depression, decreased muscle mass or weight loss, difficulty concentrating, dry skin, hot flashes, fatigue, increased body fat, particularly around the abdominal area, obesity, insulin resistance, insomnia, high cholesterol and high blood pressure, heart problems, joint pain, memory issues, moodiness, temperature sensitivity, and weight gain. Now, on the flip side, having the right amount of human growth hormone, meaning your hormones are balanced, can have some epic benefits. So aside from the muscle mass and the performance aspects that we just covered, here are the top 5 benefits of maintaining healthy human growth hormone levels. Number 1, enhanced energy, vitality, and libido. Improved mood, vision, skin tone, texture, and elasticity. So it makes us look more youthful. Again, this is a build you up hormone, so it's super critical to our vitality. Next, reduced body fat, cellulite, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it's very anti-aging. Enhanced brain function, so it improves memory and learning and productivity. And improves the ability for the body to regulate blood sugar and lipids, which is super important. When we have a decent amount of human growth hormone, similar to a decent amount of estrogen, we are more insulin sensitive. And if that's not enough, there's even more. Human growth hormone can also help slow down the aging process and reduce risk of age-related diseases such as insulin resistance issues and cardiovascular disease. I'll tell you what, it's like everything the beauty industry is trying to sell you. It's all in human growth hormone, except your body already makes it. And if you're wondering how to make enough as you get older, the answer lies in keeping your hormones happy and balanced, obviously. But even more specifically, you can raise human growth hormone by becoming metabolically flexible and keeping your blood sugar balanced. That's literally the key here. Insulin resistance is actually one of the main reasons why we see a drop in human growth hormone over time. So here's a few things that you can start doing right away. Number one, moving more and making sure that you're using weights. Strength training is the name of the game. Number two, intermittent fasting, and obviously focusing on gaps where you give your body a rest. Not only does that support your mitochondria, but also support your hormones. Reducing sugar intake and boosting protein intake is such a major player here. Not eating 3 hours before bed. That's like my sweet spot for you is 3 to 4 hours before bed. That's your last meal. Improving your sleep hygiene, and then taking a melatonin supplement like my Zen Sleep. Now, the great thing about boosting human growth hormone is it's just a matter of bringing in some of these lifestyle habits in, and you'll start to see these numbers rise. And you can actually test for it too. So if you are loving these tips today, be sure to subscribe for more easy recommendations to not only heal your hormones, but ultimately to upgrade your health. Until the next episode, have an amazing day.